All right, Matt Wintz back with us now. You explained earlier about this sand coming from the Sahara. When I first saw that, I go, this is incredible. But you say it's not uncommon.
It happens all the time. I saw this article earlier, and it wasn't from us, but it was clickbait, and I got so upset when I saw it because it happens every single year. There's storms in Africa that blow dust in the atmosphere, and the article said, and this is what made everyone go crazy, was that, you know, more bad air coming our way and dust's going to overtake the U.S.
Right.
No, it's not. It's going to cause red sunsets down in Florida. That's pretty much it.
Well, thanks for putting it in perspective.
Always,
certainly.
right. Yeah. You know how we do that. So, yeah, we've got dust to worry about, big storms to worry about. I mean, what else? It's going to be a pretty easy weekend. We've just got some storms to get through tomorrow. So a lot of you with outdoor plans. So I want to hit you up with the yard work forecast first. Tomorrow's not bad. You'll have a window in the morning, but let's just skip it tomorrow. Enjoy a good book. By Sunday, we're looking better. We'll have some lingering showers around early. And then a lot of boats, obviously out in Lake Erie. A lot of you want to hit area beaches. Tomorrow be kind of rough day for that. You'll need to keep an eye on the radar. Again, we're good early. Water temperature up to 70, though. That is pretty swimmable by my standards. I don't know about you, but that's getting on the warmer side of things. We usually get up to around 76, 77, 78 degrees, Lake Erie, and that happens in late August across the area as we've had peak warming. All right, speaking of peak warming, we've lost it out east in the country. We're down to 59 degrees in Jefferson right now, 60 in Ravenna. Notice the warm belt here. I-77, this is the urban heat island. So remember, the sun shines down, the concrete, the pavement of cities stores that heat. And you can see the difference from Akron to Ravenna, 10 degrees, just because we've got more pavement in areas of Summit County. You get out into Worcester, areas of the country of Wayne County, it's feeling cooler. A lot of us getting down to 50s tonight. The cities will stay in the 60s. Dew points are much lower. That's why it was a comfortable evening. It'll remain comfortable tomorrow morning as well. But that humid air, it's not far off. This is going to be gathering some steam, pun intended, and it will be moving back in. So yesterday's rain out towards the east, it stalled out. Here's what we turn our eyes to. Some showers, a couple thunderstorms back towards Chicago. Not really a big deal with this. This will further develop tonight. And we are expecting some storms tomorrow that some of them could be on the stronger side, not widespread, but there's a pretty good punch of energy coming through the atmosphere. This is the water vapor, so it shows the flow of air masses so nice. And you can see we've got a pretty good hit of moisture coming. You can also pick out the jet stream. Everything's moving. This is basically the highway for storms to travel, and it goes right through the Great Lakes. And that's why we're going to have a storm system every 2 or 3 days or so, really over the next week as this pattern remains unchanged. Guardians taking on Royals 4:10 tomorrow. That's probably not the best of time to be dealing with these storms because I think they will be prevalent during the afternoon. So we'll be keeping an eye on that game. I know Peyton's in early tomorrow morning. She'll keep an eye on any rain delays for that game as well. National Designer hour-by-hour forecast, dry and cool tomorrow. A good cup of coffee on the porch kind of morning. Clouds will start to thicken up. Look at temperatures rebounding. By noon, we're in the 80s. We've got humidity to boot. That'll start to move in here. Here's the latest model run. The models continue to pick up on a cluster of showers and storms sometime early afternoon. I mean, this looks pretty potent at this point. We'll see if it changes tomorrow morning. Against Peyton's with you tomorrow morning with the latest. But as this moves through during the day tomorrow, that's going to ruin your Saturday plans if you're in the path of that. I do think everyone gets wet tomorrow at some point because we'll have rain that lingers through tomorrow evening as well. And then for Sunday, the models really held off on that system today. They kept the rain around all day, but they're starting to go back to what we were thinking yesterday. Well, we'll start with maybe some showers around. We should have some clearing, maybe a stray shower in the afternoon. But overall, Sunday looking like the better of the 2 days. So here you go. Again, storms on Saturday. Little chance of rain as we linger that into Sunday, a little bit cooler as well. And there's a blank map of Ohio. All right, big picture pattern. We've got the heat down in the desert Southwest. If you haven't heard, Phoenix is socked in the heat. They've had 7 straight days of 110 plus degree heat. You think that's normal? Well, it's not for them. They may set an all-time record at, I think, 17 or 18 days in a row because the heat stays in the Southwest. We remain in this troughiness pattern, so we'll have some warm days here and there, but by and large, that real soaring heat stays down to the south still. In fact, this is July 15th through the 21st, so we go long range. It is what's next after all. Look at the above average heat staying down to the south. So if you don't like the 90s, I don't have any in the forecast. We've only had, what, 1 so far this year? So there you go. Union Hill Mortgage 10-day forecast. We do get warm next week with some sunshine. I mean, 87's no slack. But the storms in the trough will keep us a little bit cooler into next weekend. Russ?
All right, Matt, thanks a lot.